Hey, what is up guys? So I got a pretty awesome replay of the new Volcanic support coming out, and it seems pretty good. I don't know if it's on the same levels as some of the meta in the game, because you have to have Blaze Accelerated Magazine. It's going to be facing off against a normal vanilla Pendulum deck, and the deck is pretty good. I mean, the deck's got super popular since I've been playing with it, and I showed you guys the profile. But anyways, let me go and actually briefly explain what the heck's going on, because this card's new. I haven't really covered this card. So anyways, it's a continuous trap card that says it becomes Tri-Blaze Accelerated while it's on the field. Then during either player's main phase, you can send one Volcanic card from your hand to the graveyard, and if you do, draw one card. You can only use this effect once per turn, and then also has another effect, whereas during either player's main phase, you can banish the card from your graveyard to send one Volcanic card from your deck to the graveyard. Now, this card is the card that he really needs, so he's just going to activate Compulse to force Logia, of course, to activate its effect to negate it. But the thing is, Blaze Accelerator is the real card that he actually wants. So in combination with Volcanic Scattershot, this card becomes insane, because its effect is that when this card is sent to the graveyard, you can inflict 500 damage to your opponent. But if this card is sent to the graveyard for the effect of a Blaze Accelerator card, you can send 2 more Volcanic Scattershots from your hand or deck to the graveyard to destroy all monsters your opponent controls. So in addition to just dealing that 500, since you send 2 more, you get to inflict 1500 points of damage. So that's really strong. Already not just dealing that 1500 burn damage is like, it's definitely nice. But the fact that you get to blow up all monsters your opponent controls, that's crazy. And then on top of that, basically deck thins all of these so you don't draw them all. But you might be thinking, okay, you can use it once. But no, you're wrong. That's where this becomes insane. So he's going to go ahead and Wind Blast. And Wind Blast is so good in any Volcanic deck, because a lot of the cards you can utilize in the graveyard, like Volcanic Shell, once per turn while it's in the graveyard, you get to pay 500 life points to add another one to your hand. So that's really good. And then he's going to Duality into the card that lets him actually recycle his little engine using the Volcanic Scattershot. So this is a card that he's going to go ahead and normal summon. It is Royal Firestorm Guards. Now this card is basically like a pot of Avarice for the deck, but it's even better when you combo with Blaze Accelerator Magazine. So its effect is, when it's normal summon, you can target 4 Pyro-type monsters in your graveyard, shuffle all 4 back into the deck, and draw 2 cards. So essentially with that, he's able to, of course, recycle all of the Volcanic Scattershots. He knows his opponent's going to top deck Heart of the Underdog, so that kind of sucks for him. The Wind Blast is just too strong against this deck. It definitely is, especially if they already have multiple Heart of the Underdogs. At that point, I mean, you could just make it so they just top deck another copy anyways, so it really sucks. There's no getting around the Heart of the Underdog when you stack on top, because you know what they're going to draw into, and unless they have a bunch of cards, you're not going to be able to make too much of a use of this. But you can see how strong this can potentially be in the game. I mean, obviously, most players are making multiple copies of MSC to deal with like the skill drains that the Cleaves play, and also the thousands of Vanity's Emptiness that are out in the game right now. Pretty much every deck plays that card. But the thing is, Blaze Accelerator Magazine, a pretty cool card, and this deck can definitely still function without you know, if your opponent Vanity's Emptiness you, oh, who cares, man? I'm just going to go ahead and pop your entire field of monsters and burn you for a bunch of damage. And then also they have more utility for burn. So any deck that activates like Soul Charge, or even like a deck like Cleaves, I'm feeling like since they're going to be paying a bunch of life points for those scout searches, you can just burn them to death. I think that is pretty hilarious, because the stuff affects, or most of the effects in this deck are in the graveyard anyway. So that is the new Volcanic support. Seems pretty legit. I'm definitely interested in testing out some more builds, but for the most part, that's a really cool combo, and it's pretty simple to use. Very self-explanatory, but the new Volcanic support looking pretty legit, guys. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Asian Eyes signing out, and thank you, Mr. Solsea, for sending in this sick replay. But thanks for watching, guys. Asian Eyes out.